Episode 8, Rock in a Hard Place. Now, I wasn't really sure what to expect because we had Dean and Sam becoming virgins, so we knew that there was going to be something to do with, targeting virgins or something to do with that. Otherwise, there wasn't really much to go on. I thought it was an interesting episode, cool that I used a Roman deity, and stuff, and I thought it was I was really happy that, Jodie was back, and, I liked the idea of it. I liked Sam's awkwardness in it. I did really like it. So basically, people are going missing, and they're all part of the same chastity group. So Sam and Dean are like, count us in, guys. And they get the V cards back. They get into this chastity group, and they find out that basically all the people that are dying, well, Sam finds this out, all the people that are dying are people who have broken their vow, and so have had sex before marriage, when they vowed not to. Unfortunately, Dean was not aware of this. He had just met this girl who was the teacher, the counselor of the chastity group, and he knew her from somewhere, and he found out that she was an ex-porn star, basically. So Dean sort of got his lifelong wish of sleeping with a porn star. Which has been reasonably controversial in the supernatural world. Not everyone has agreed with that. Not everyone has really liked that at all. I'm very simple-minded. When I come to like something like Supernatural, that I don't really notice these kind of things until I read other things about it. I'll admit it, when he went to go have sex with this lady, I was giggling, because I was like, he's always wanted this kind of thing. I didn't really think about it in the way that other people did, about how, so this is kind of, sort of out of character for Dean at this stage. And I can kind of see where they're coming from, and that's the thing. I will find something hilarious, and then I will read something about it, and I'll actually go, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, it's not so funny anymore. This is the same with Dog Dean Afternoon. I originally was just watching it laughing my head off, but as I read more about it, as I thought about it, I was thinking, yeah, I can see where people are coming from here. But basically, so Dean and, I can't remember her name, get taken, near a train track, I think, with all the other people who went missing, and one by one, they have been, killed off, and so Sam and Jodie Mills find out what's going on. They go find where it is, because Dean managed to call them. He gets to the, and they get there, and, I was a bit confused for a second, because I thought Jodie Mills got stabbed in the chest. So, I thought she'd be dead. Which then I thought, oh, are they going to get Zeke to heal her again? Because, to be honest, now he's done that twice, I don't really want them to start going, oh, well, we'll kill another person off, but it's fine, we'll just get Zeke to do it again. Because I think, you can't really keep doing that, otherwise people are just going to be like, dude, stop. So I'm glad that, Jodie didn't die, and then Dean, forced, Ezekiel to heal her, because, I don't know, I think after 2 times he's done that, I don't think it should happen again, just because he's first of all said, I can't keep doing this, and second of all, it's just going to become a really boring part of the show, and it means that there is no doubt when people die. Occasionally you do get a time where you're like, are they actually going to come back? I don't know if they're going to come back. But if they carried on with Ezekiel just healing people, all the time, then we'd go, oh, well, they're not going to die because he's going to heal them. So I don't know if that made any sense. I was probably completely rambling, which is usually what happens. Yeah, it all ends happily ever after, and Ezekiel stops Dean from telling Sam about Ezekiel, essentially. And I think everyone's getting a bit shifty about him. We're not really sure. So, we'll find out next week. So the highlights, just generally, Sheriff Mills coming back is awesome. I love it when we have these characters that just come in and then we don't know when they're going to come back, and it's a really nice surprise when they come back. Like Charlie, for example. I really love Charlie, and so every time I find out she's going to come back, I am a very, very, very happy person. And, quite rightly so. Same with Jodie Mills. She did an awesome job this episode. Well done, Kim Rhodes. I'm very proud of you. I also loved Sammy, or Sleepy, just on his breakfast table, because I like things like that, just Sleepy Sammy. And just them joining the chastity group, that I thought was hilarious, because of the, just the whole way they dealt with it, and, I'm sorry, I completely lost my, train of thought there, it's crazy. And you actually get to see Sam sign his own name, which you guys probably don't think is a very big deal, but I just think it's awesome because we've never seen. I mean, Jared said this on Twitter too, that you've never seen them sign their own name on anything before, and so I just thought it was pretty cool for them to have shown that. Dean, his speech. I mean, his whole attitude to the whole thing was just so good. When he was like, "You had me at clean slate," and just the whole scene where he was talking about sex and making all the other people uncomfortable, and Sam was like, Dean, yeah. And I liked the whole little, reciting of "stay strong, stay pure, stay strong." It was just it was one of those sort of typical comedy moments, and I like those in Supernatural. It gives you a little bit of a tiny bit of a break from all the serious stuff going on. Lowlights, like I said before, originally I thought it was hilarious that that Dean was having sex with a porn star. But then when I read more about it and thought about it, because this is the thing, I often think about things and I'm like, yeah. So I do agree with people that I think it is a bit out of character, about how it's more season 1, I would say, and what other people have said. And, right now he's sort of he's worried about things like Cass and all sorts, and then he just goes off and randomly has sex with a porn star. It was kind of creepy in the same way, because he was still sort of treating her like a thing, and was sort of, I don't know, and in the way he was trying to make her do what her character did in the porno, it was a bit odd. But also, some less negative things was just basically when Sam was saying about why he joined the APU, is it Abstinence Makes Us Pure, or it was something like that. But he was saying about how all his relations have never ended very well. And it just made me sad, because I'm a very emotional person. And also just generally when Sam and Jodie Mills were getting hurt. Though I was kind of expecting when Sam got knocked out that Ezekiel was going to pop up. And that always disappoints me when he doesn't, because I do like Ezekiel and I really like how Jared plays Ezekiel. I just get sad when he's not in it. But I was happy to see him at the end. But also at the end when Sam was talking about how will I ever get better kind of thing, because the Roman deity lady said how his liver was like duct tape and safety pins, basically very screwed up, and he was just saying how will he ever be better? and it made me sad. But, you know, most of the time when Sammy says things that are sad, it makes me sad too, so it's not really anything new. Yeah. And just the fact that Dean was just so close to telling Sam about what was going on with Ezekiel, and then Ezekiel's like, I don't think so. It made me sad, because I'm really kind of looking forward to what Sam's going to think of this. Because I think by the way it seems, Sam is not going to be happy with it. And so, although I don't like it when Sam is unhappy, I'm actually quite looking forward to seeing how he reacts to this. Because I like Sam. Did I cry? No. Star of the show, I wasn't actually that sure, really, because there were so many people in it, and I don't really think there was anyone who really, really stood out. But I'd probably say, firstly, Sheriff Mills, just because she's awesome, and she was the main part of the show this time, and she was really good. And also Sam, because of the whole Ezekiel thing. Like I said, I usually freak out when there's Ezekiel. But then there's also Dean, but then not Dean, because of the stuff with the porn star. So I'm really not sure. So yeah, I'm being indecisive. You may hit me. I also really couldn't decide on a star rating. Originally it was going to be 4 out of 5, but then I've reduced it to 3.5 out of 5. Just because it was a good episode. I didn't dislike it. There was a good story and stuff. It was just lacking a little bit, just a bit. And, you know, like I keep saying over and over again, the whole thing with the porn star was just a bit too much. I cannot believe it's the mid-season finale upon us already. Could have given us some warning, huh? So yeah, next week is the mid-season finale. We're going to have a massive cliffhanger, I can guarantee it. And I'm really, really excited because Cass is in it, and there's a whole thing about angels, and Metatron is back. So we're going to see this dickhead again, and he better explain himself, and he better be like, oh my god. But thirdly, I'm really curious about Ezekiel, because at the end you see Dean walk in, and Ezekiel puts his hand out, and Dean's like, ah! And so we don't know what he did. He's probably causing him some pain, obviously. Which is like, why are you causing him pain? You're supposed to be healing his brother, you're supposed to be helping. But also, he said, I did what I had to. Which is, you know, it could be, I did what I had to, I've healed Sam. Or it could be, I did what I had to, I've killed someone. I did what I've had to, I was with Lucifer. I did what I had to, I've just beaten someone up. I don't know. But, oh my god. I want to know, and I want to know now. Bring on next Wednesday. And expect a really awesome review from me. This is 13 minutes long, what the hell? Sorry for being so long, but I've got to go now. So, peace out, bitches.